Hello everyone, this is Just a Dad. Today I'm going to show you how to descale this Ninja Specialty Coffee Maker, model number CM401. Is your clean light on? The coffee maker has a clean light. Is that light on? That means the coffee maker is telling you it's time to descale the inside of your coffee machine. The only way to get that light to go out is we got to put the machine into a descaling mode with white vinegar and run it through the machine to clean it out. You're going to need about 1 hour to complete this start to finish, and you're going to need some white vinegar. This is distilled white vinegar. You can use just regular white vinegar. I got that whole jug for $1.50 at Walmart, 64 fluid ounces. We're not going to be using all of it. We're only going to use 16 ounces of it. So the reason we are going to descale is, here's some heating elements that heat the water inside various coffee makers. And inside there's aluminum heating element. Hard water deposits can start to stick to the inside of that element, and it starts to close it off. It won't heat your water as properly, and your coffee may not taste as good. So what the descaling mode or the clean mode does is it pauses. So it's going to run some vinegar through the heating element. It's going to pause, let it soak, then it's going to heat it back up. So that heating and pausing will hopefully break away some of the hard water deposits in your coffee maker. So is your coffee cold? Is your coffee maker taking a long time to brew coffee? Is it really loud, and does your coffee taste bad? Those are all signs that it could be time to descale. Even if the clean light is not on, those are signs that it's time to descale. And you can descale this anytime. You can put it into a descaling mode. Okay, so we're going to start off with, we don't need the permanent filter in, but we do need the filter basket. It's just going to be empty. We need the carafe. The carafe is empty. The water tank is empty. So we're going to put the vinegar in up to the travel mug size. And if you ever forget, they do have directions underneath the lid on how to descale it. So just dump the vinegar, pure vinegar, in right to the travel mug. That is 16 ounces. Now we're going to fill it with fresh water from here to the max line with just fresh water from your tap. Okay, so I've got the vinegar up to here and the water up to here. That's the proper vinegar to water ratio that we need. So now you're going to come over here, turn the machine on, and just hit the clean button or drip stop. Make sure your drip stop is open. Now hit the clean button. Make sure we've got full carafe selected. Now hit clean. So the drip stop wasn't open and I didn't have full pot selected. So make sure that's all the way over to full pot. Then hit the clean button. Otherwise it'll beep at you. What it does now, that's a countdown timer. That's a 1 hour countdown timer. And the clean light is on. That means we're in descaling mode. So now what's going to happen is this thing's going to start and stop. It's going to make you think that it's done. Like right now it's not doing anything. But then it's going to run some through and you'll see some steam coming out. And it'll be kind of noisy. It's going to do that off and on for 1 hour. So you can go do something, it's going to beep at you and say the word end when it's all done. And then the coffee maker will turn off. The clean light should go out. Then we're done with the vinegar and the clean light. Now we've got to, after this, we got to do fresh water rinses. We got to run two complete pots of fresh water through the machine to rinse it of that vinegar that is running through it right now. So at the end of all of this, after you do the fresh water and everything, if the clean light is still on, the instruction book says you have to do the descale process all over again. You've got too much calcium buildup on the inside and it needs to be descaled some more. So you'll have to do the whole process with vinegar again. And I'm following the manufacturer's book. If you want to pause it, I do have the book that we're following. It says use only white vinegar. So it just runs really short bursts. I mean, it's just a little bitty burst that comes out and then it stops and it sits there. Okay, so the coffee maker should have beeped at you and it should have said the word end. It turns itself off and the clean light goes out. So now we're done with the vinegar and the clean light. This has got vinegar and water in it, so be careful. Go ahead and throw this out. We're going to wash this carafe out with water too. Also, take your filter basket out and rinse it out with soap and water. And same with your water reservoir. It's going to have a little bit of vinegar and water left in there. Dump that out and then rinse this out with fresh water and fill it up with fresh water. We've got to do 2 freshwater rinses. Okay, so I got the water reservoir filled up to the max with just fresh water now. The filter basket's back in. I've got the carafe back in. It's rinsed out. You're simply going to come up here, turn it on, make sure this is on full carafe, and you're just going to do a classic brew. This is just going to brew that water through for a freshwater rinse to rinse out the vinegar that's inside the machine. I like to do this 2 times. So after it brews this, be careful, that'll be really hot. Dump it out, put fresh water in again, and do another classic brew through there to get rid of all of the taste and smell. Now, if your clean light stayed on, or if it comes back on during this process, you're supposed to start all over and do the white vinegar again. Now, I like to stay up on top of my descaling. I like to do it at least every 6 months, but I don't have really hard water. If I had really hard water, I would do it every 4 to 5 months. You can use filtered water and bottled water. They just don't recommend you use distilled water. So on top of the 1 hour, it is going to take about 10 minutes per brew here. So it's going to take about another 20 minutes to do the freshwater rinses. But at least with this machine, you are able to do stuff in between. So during that hour, you can do stuff, come back, do these freshwater rinses, and then you're ready to go. Check out my videos on how to use this. I'll also show you how to make specialty drinks, how to make over iced. Thanks everybody for watching. If you could, please like and subscribe.